My grandfather once told me something that sounded completely wrong. Don't depend on saving. I froze when I heard it. Everywhere, people repeat the same advice. Put money aside, prepare for tomorrow. But he looked at me calmly and said, saving alone isn't enough. Learn to multiply what you have. Let me share what shaped that belief. In a small rural place lived an elderly man. People thought he avoided work. Each day, he sat beneath a wide tree, staring into distance, imagining a better life. He would say, someday I'll open a shop, someday I'll own livestock, someday I'll be wealthy. But that someday never arrived. He only imagined. He never acted. At first, people mocked him. Eventually, they stopped. They just pitied him. His wife carried the burden, cooking, cleaning, trying to hold everything together. One evening, she spoke gently. Dreams are beautiful, but they don't feed a family. We need income. He nodded, repeating, one day I'll figure it out. Days turned into months. Months stretched into years. Life tightened its grip. Food became scarce. Money nearly disappeared. Then one night, his young grandson approached him quietly, barefoot, thin, hungry. Grandpa, is there anything to eat? The cupboard stood empty. Not a grain left. That moment pierced his heart. He realized something painful. Hope without effort cannot sustain life. Dreams alone cannot feed a family. He couldn't sleep that night. His mind kept racing. The next morning, for the first time, he stepped out to work. He became a laborer in the fields. The sun burned harshly. The soil was unforgiving. He worked long hours, lifting tools, enduring pain. Every evening, he returned exhausted. Meals were small, sometimes just beans or a little bread. The child would ask, "What did you earn today?" He'd show a few coins. Not much, but it's something. Yet he soon noticed a harsh truth. Money came and vanished just as fast. Bills remained. Hunger stayed. The leaking roof still dripped. Saving felt impossible. One day he overheard someone say, "The safest path is saving money." Those words stuck in his mind. That night, he placed a jar under his bed and began dropping coins into it. The sound brought comfort. Hope returned. The child found the jar and asked about it. "This," he smiled, "is our future." But saving came with sacrifice. Torn shoes stayed. Clothes remained old. Meals became smaller. His wife questioned, "What's the point of money if we suffer now?" He replied, "You'll understand soon." Months passed. The jar filled. Pride grew. He felt prepared. Then one day at the market, he placed his savings on the counter asking for supplies. The shopkeeper shook his head. Prices had risen. His money bought far less than expected. He stood stunned. Value had slipped away. Money held still slowly loses strength. That evening, he sat quietly watching neighbors. Some carried eggs, others milk. They looked calm, secure, not worried. A small thought sparked inside him. "What if we start small?" he asked his grandson. "What if we raise chickens?" This time he didn't wait. He used his savings to buy a few birds. The boy laughed, chasing them around. At first they got one egg, then two. They ate some and sold the rest. With earnings, they bought more chickens. Slowly, things changed. Income grew. Confidence returned. He kept records carefully. Every egg, every coin. Neighbors began buying from him. His home filled with energy again. He smiled more. For the first time, he worked towards something that expanded. Holding an egg one day, he told his grandson, "This holds more power than saved coins." "Why?" the boy asked. "Because money can disappear," he replied. "But when used wisely, it creates more." The boy hugged him. "So you're not lazy anymore?" The old man smiled, eyes wet. "No, I've finally learned. Don't just store money, make it grow." From that day forward, he shared one lesson with everyone. Holding money without purpose is like trying to keep water in your hands. It slips away. But when you use it to build even something small, it multiplies. So let me ask you, are you only saving or are you building something? Even the smallest start can reshape your future. If this story gave you something to think about, hit like and subscribe to Winds of Thought for more stories that change perspective.